But first, we're going to go through the emails we have from your inbox right now. The normal emails where you ask us questions, and I'm stalling because I just realized I gave myself this email. Zonic from the NeoGaf writes, the NeoGaf. So here's the thinking exercise for everyone. Since you mentioned it in a previous episode, you know what Sega Hard Girls are.
He's talking specifically to you, James, of course.
He is talking specifically to me, and I know about it because, damn it, do we get a lot of PR about this crap. I have a challenge. Can you guys come up with what Nintendo Hard Girls group would look like? What would some of the inside jokes would they have? Example, Game Gear is always tired. A joke about how the system took 6 AA batteries, but it would last only about 4 hours. What would be their personalities? Would Nintendo actually make it happen and let Compile Heart make an average RPG crossover that makes poor use of their characters? Congrats on reaching 500 episodes. And here's to 500 more. No.
All right,
don't encourage
explain
this.
Sega Hard Girls for the uninitiated.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes, you have to.
Oh. So Compile Heart makes shitty RPGs and in a frighteningly quick fashion, but Sega Hard Girls is one of these like they make the Neptunia games for reference. I'm going to go to the Wikipedia here. Sega Hard Girls is a Japanese multimedia project produced as a collaboration between ASCII MediaWorks Dengeki Bunko imprint and a video game company, Sega. The project reimagines various Sega video game consoles as anthropomorphized goddesses who appear all over modern Japan. The project was inspired by a light novel series written by Toru Shiwasu with illustrations by Kei, which began serialization in the ASCII MediaWorks Dengeki Bunko magazine in July 2013, and an anime television series adaptation titled High-lowercase s uppercase COOOL exclamation point Seiha Girls.
So these are consoles turned into girls.
Turned into anime girls, anime girls.
Wasn't that already the concept of Neptunia?
So, interestingly enough, a crossover game with Idea Factory's Hyperdimension Neptunia franchise, Super Neptune vs. the Sega Hard Girls, was released for PlayStation Vita in Japan on November 25th, and North America and Europe in October 2016. So, to your answer, yeah, there's not a tremendous amount of difference here between Neptunia and the Sega Hard Girls. Neptunia isn't explicitly these, the characters, like it's not, they don't walk around going, my name is PS3, but like it's pretty obvious what they're referencing, and it's consoles from all over the industry, because of course the world, and I'm not fucking kidding, the world of Neptunia is called a one-word game industry, GAMINDUSTRI, because fuck you, Japan.
And Neptunia was the game where Keiji Inafune was like an attack, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's
and like his actual likeness, like he agreed to be in that game.
Yeah, there's a so the two big video game magazines in Japan. I'm blanking on what they're called now. But there's the two big ones,
Famitsu and Dengeki.
Dengeki, yeah. They appeared as characters in one of these games, which doesn't seem at all kind of not on the level, huh? But yeah, like the Neptunia games are they're produced by a computer. They must be, because they come out with such alarming frequency that it's impossible human hands have created them. But the Sekuru Seiha Garu is not exactly specifically that different. But they are explicitly
beautiful pretzel of language.
they are distinctly Sega platforms, and they are actually named like Mega Drive, Dreamcast, and Sega Saturn. And it's a fucking nightmare. Like it's an honest to God nightmare, and I don't know why these exist. They shouldn't, obviously. I don't think I have to explain that. But they do.
They just do, because the developer Idea Factory is apparently kind of produces shovelware, right? And is lovingly nicknamed in Japan Idea Fuck. Yeah, so I learned that from a defunct podcast called Warning, a large podcast approaches.
Yeah, there's
reference
in Darius. Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Idea Factory is a nightmare of a company, and they produce a lot of garbage in high volume, and it's got a fan base such as it is, and it sells. But anyway, these Sega Girls, high school Sega girl, fuck you. I can't actually say that phrase without just ending it with fuck you. It's so terrible. But yeah, basically these anthropomorphized consoles have things that kind of represent them, their most glaring features. And to answer the obvious question, no, Nintendo would never let someone do this. Never, ever.
They're getting a little bit more, liberal with the licensing, but I think we're a long way away.
This is the new Nintendo we're talking about here. License it to the highest bidder. That's what I say.
The first step
the
is
Idea Factory is not going to be the highest bidder.
The first step is Universal Studios. The next step is
the next step.
Nintendo
Hard Girls.
Now, I think you would have the Super NES girl. I think she would have a beautiful voice because of the Sony sound chip inside of her.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I think. Well, there's loads of places. A Virtual Boy Girl would have to be hard to look at.
Virtual Boy Girl, which is already a problem. Already, we found a flaw.
All the other characters would get headaches from looking at Virtual Boy Girl. And then let's see.
I think the Game Boy with the withered technology thing, using old parts, could be just a hipster.
Yeah,
Game Boy Girl is just a hipster.
Vinyl records and all that stuff. Then let me think here. The N64 girl would have a small group of friends who are all American.
Yep. A dream team, if you will.
Yeah, arguably. A clique.
It could only read small books, though. Very, very short books.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she would also be augmented with an expansion pack as well. Just I'll leave that to your imagination. But
no, I refuse to imagine. I mean, Wii Girl obviously just flails around and acts like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much
that's just like an anime trope anyway, just like super clumsy breaking things.
Yeah, whenever there's a TV, it has to be broken by the time she leaves the room.
Punches it and it shatters. And then
until like season 2 of Nintendo Hard Girls, in which she's encased in rubber.
Again, Nintendo obviously is going to allow that to happen. Yeah, I obviously just Wii U Girl doesn't exist, does not exist. Just isn't there. Is constantly sitting at the bus stop waiting for someone to pick her up.
Well, Wii U Girl is kind of like Bosley or something in Charlie's Angels, or referencing the off-TV play or something like they can only speak to her on the phone or something ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe just Skype with her. Yeah.
Oh, and she's constantly mistaken for Wii Girl.
Ooh, that's good.
I feel like there's an opportunity for GameCube here, but I'm blanking on it.
It's just got a handle grafted to her head. I don't. It's...
On the back of her head, there's just a handle. That's a little too on the nose.
She would definitely have a lunchbox for sure.
At the very least.
And she doesn't know how to use the internet.
That's it. That's the go-to.
Oh,
she doesn't know how to use the internet. And she constantly talks about how small things are way better than larger things.
Wii Girl has a very, very small storage space for food that constantly has to be moved in and out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, NES Girl. I think NES Girl wouldn't be the prettiest girl out there, but she had a lot of boyfriends. Definitely, like hundreds of them.
Are either of those positive things, John?
It's a hate.
Are you saying
was just
NES
really
Girl
big-
is easy, John?
Yeah,
That's not nice.
That's not what I'm saying. You know, she just do your
But
thing.
don't
NES
forget,
girl.
this would be Famicom Girl, so you've got some
Famicom
serious
Girl, you're right,
differences. I don't know whether this system factors into this.
Oh,
It's
Wow.
tough with that. Because, I mean, if he was doing the NES one, of course, you'd have to be wearing Yamauchi scarf, which apparently inspired the NES color scheme.
Game Boy Advance girl wouldn't be too bright. Has an afterburner with her at all times.
God. All right, I think we need to end this one. This is
Please.
This is our requisite stupid email of the week.
Mhm.
If you have a stupid email, please don't send it because this is gonna happen again. John, what's the next email?
The next email is